The sauce has to be the right consistency, nice and syrupy, but not too syrupy. I put that into the Thermomix and start cooking my oranges away.
Half an hour to go. I'm hoping that my jelly is sitting because I just checked it and it was still a bit wobbly. I'm making the pomegranate ganache.
These gel colors that I've got to put in are intense. One drop can literally destroy like liters of batter or anything. So I use them sparingly. It's turned this incredible sort of ruby color.
I am fine. My jellies are set, so I just have to wait for the right time to get them into the oven. My pomegranate ganache is what I have going.
Looks beautiful, Leandri.
That's that.
Contestants, we only have 20 minutes left. That's all that stands between you, the tasting room, and possible glory. Come on, guys. Let's finish it off this last 20 minutes. Let's go.
I run to get the jelly out of the fridge. It has set, and I cut into it, and it feels nice. I'm really having a problem with getting nice cubes. Let's just get you guys going to the freezer.
Come on, guys, you can do it. On a whole, they're doing fantastically. I mean, they're really doing well. Very focused.
How's that jelly doing?
It's not set, but I think once I put it in the oven, the agar is going to start working.
Okay, did you cook it out long enough?
Yeah, I did. I did.
I get to the freezer and I wiggle it, expecting it to just sort of wobble, and it kind of slushes.
Okay,
That's
so what's
not
the plan
set.
from here?
I don't know. I'm going to leave it in the freezer.
Okay.
I'm not feeling good. This is the final of the final. It's supposed to be your best work ever.
Right, Leandri, Carmony, 10 minutes remaining, that's it. Make sure you get all of those elements done properly. Make sure they're set and make sure they're all on the plate.
When I get the pliable chocolate out of the fridge, lo and behold, it is pliable. I'm chuffed.
This pliable chocolate sounds much easier in theory.
Tell me about it.
Oh, my hands aren't cold enough. So I take it out, I turn it, and I put it on my plate, but I'm just really not happy with the way it looks.
Only 3 minutes and ticking. Let's go, 3 minutes.
There are 3 minutes left, and the plates are still quite empty, and it's absolutely mayhem.
I run to the freezer to get my ice cream. It is not set.
I pipe my ice cream on. There you go. Nice and creamy. It starts melting really quickly, but I'd rather just have it on the plate than run out of time at the end because I wanted to keep my ice cream nice and firm.
Okay, contestant, you have 1 minute left to complete the challenge. Come on.
Carmony takes her pomegranate jelly out of the fridge. That agar has not set. You can see that is still liquid.
10,
That is
3, 2,
game over.
How did you feel about today's challenge, Carmony?
I thought that the choux pastry was going to be the most difficult component, but as it turns out, the jelly posed a bit more of a problem.
Do you think that this dish, you've done enough on there to win the title?
I'm not feeling as confident with this dish as I do with the previous two.
Well, the element's all there. I think all that's left to do now is taste. Thanks, Comedy.
Thanks.
Okay, boys.
Well, that jelly, I don't know what you're going to scrape up there, Ben, but as long as we can get the taste through, obviously the texture hasn't come right.
Yeah, glaringly obvious. Gorgeous ice cream.
That jelly is obvious.
Yeah.
Factor on that plate that's gone horribly wrong. Now, on that eclair, it wasn't the right colour as the prototype was. Didn't have enough of that cocoa powder.
Okay, yeah.
But that ice cream was spot on, and so was that glaze. That glaze was perfect. It looked identical.
In the previous 2 challenges where there was recipes involved, she was struggling a bit. And with this challenge, she got everything done, even though she didn't get to boil the jelly enough, but she managed to get everything on the plate.
We're talking the difference between 2 or 3 minutes and that jelly would have set. And that's testament to how difficult the recipe was that Andrew set them, that you had to keep your eye on the ball for every single minute detail, otherwise there was going to be some disaster like that element.
100%.
What should we score, guys?
My plate doesn't look exactly like Chef Andrew's, but I feel that I've done a good job. Hi, chefs, for the final time.
Hey,
Hello, Leandri.
for the last time.
Leandri, when I took off that cloche a bit earlier, you seemed very excited when you saw an eclair.
I was happy to see something familiar because there were many other unfamiliar things on the plate. So I felt good seeing the plate. I felt that it was accomplishable.
Compared to the first 2 rounds, how do you think you did on this round?
Well, of course I wish it was more beautiful, but I feel that I have fought really well in this round. I feel pleased with myself.
Do you think you've done enough to take this title?
I think I have, and if I come second, I think I'm gonna come second by a fraction.
Well, good. Thank you, Leandri.
Thank you, chefs.
Well, the jelly is nice and firm, but not looking perfectly squares.
And she could have had them if she'd just taken a little more care and attention getting her jelly out of the mold. And so is the ice cream.
Just tasted the jelly now. It's got that sharp taste.
Ooh, it's sharp, huh?
Hasn't balanced out that sugar properly.
That sharpness is pronounced when you've got everything else around it is so rich and creamy. That sharpness is accentuated, I think.
That ice cream was delectable. It was lovely. It was rich, creamy, had a lovely nuttiness to it.
The eclair, the color was right. The cocoa was in there. The size was a bit too big. The pliable chocolate, the taste was there, but it was too grainy and it wasn't as smooth and silky like the one that you presented, Andrew.
Guys, I think we need to remember this was a tough dessert to get right today, and they've both done extremely well, but it's time to score. Well, let's go add up our scores, get an average, and announce our next MasterChef.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that, huh?
You've both brought us magic and excitement in this MasterChef kitchen, and we want to thank you for that. But it's results time. If after 3 rounds you have the highest score, you will become South Africa's next MasterChef.
This is it. You know, I was nervous, excited for them.
The final scores are 83 versus 89.
explode.
These scores were extremely close and there really wasn't much in it. The winner and South Africa's next MasterChef is... Carmony.